Hello, welcome to this your channel, not about the Eurofan, that's me. San Marino made its return in the last edition, aiming to start a new phase in the junior competition. But that return did not start on good feet. The proposal presented by the girl group Idols SN during the contest of the year before last, found in that time to create a San Marinese version of K-pop, ultimately did not convince to the audience, where unfortunately they placed last in the final ranking. Even so, despite the flag suffered, the microstate made a battle for the junior contest once again, with the goal of amending the errors committed that could be translated in a better result. For this, we will get to know the next young artist that had the occasion of waving the San Marinese colors in Belize. Here we go. For today's episode, I'm going to review the San Marinese entry for Junior Eurovision 2025, which has been represented by the singer Martina CRV with the song Beyond the Stars. Before taking flight, either in a physical or metaphorical way, let's discover more about this talented young girl that assumes the music has her way to be. Without further delay, let's move on with the review. We start as usual by reviewing her biography before her embarking in her Eurovision adventure in the Caucasian country. Martina CRV, mostly well known as Martina CRV, is an Italian singer and guitarist. She is 12 years old and comes from the city of Milan, located in northern Italy. She demonstrates a huge passion for music since she was very little, also being raised in a very musical family environment. In fact, she is the niece of the renowned Italian singer and songwriter Ramazzotti, so in a certain way the artistic being comes by family. She will start to take singing and guitar classes at the age of 6, the latter one inspired by her father. Later she will also take piano classes, and with the time she will be studying to showcase her talent by singing and playing the guitar, posting covers from Italian and international artists in her social media. Since 2023, Martina starts to make incursions in musical festivals in Italy, but she will get noticed later that year with her participation in the second season of the Italian version of The Voice Kids. She would reach the battles phase during that season, where Simone Grande ended up winning it, thereafter becoming the Italian representative at Junior Eurovision the following year, as we know, during the edition held in Madrid, Spain. Despite not having reached too far in the singing competition, her experience during the show served as a platform for her to gain experience and start to set the foundations of her musical career as an artist. Towards late 2024, she will get her biggest achievements to date. First by getting a diploma with honorary merits in singing and guitar by Trinity College London, and later by taking part in the 16th edition of the European musical competition Tour Music Fest, whose final show was held in San Marino. She will get the first prize in the junior category and a certificate of the artistic merit, thus turning to making herself a name among the emerging artists of the Italian musical scene. These achievements will encourage Martina to start properly a musical career during last year by releasing several singles, both of covers and original songs under her current stage name. Suddenly, she is a girl that has demonstrated a huge talent despite her short experience. But here the interesting point is how she ends up representing San Marino at the junior contest. Now we will check it out with more detail. Shortly after taking part in the edition held in Madrid, Spain, the San Marinese Public broadcaster confirmed its participation in late November of yesteryear for the next edition that will be held in Georgia. However, it was not until last August when the broadcaster started to get on with it by organizing a round of closed-door auditions for the child artists, regardless of nationality, who wanted to take part in the process. After these auditions that were reviewed by an expert panel appointed by the broadcaster, it was reviewed in early last September the selection of Martina as the representative that will get the ticket to Belize, as well as the title of the song that she will perform in the junior contest. Although we had to wait until early last November for the release of both the song and its accompanying official music video. fly among the clouds and at the same time with the finola. Let's discover more about this proposal with which Martina has been represented to Martina Republic at the Junior Contest. Melodically speaking, we have a country pop track, following the music style of renowned artists in the genre like Carrie Underwood, Casey Musgraves, or Taylor Swift in her beginnings before changing her style to mainstream pop, fitting as well with the musical style that Martina has been developing, especially by the fact that the guitar is the main musical instrument. About Martina's voice, she has had uncountable opportunities to showcase her vocal skills, taking into account the fact that she usually posts her performances in her social media, always with her guitar most of the times, and some of the few times with the piano. In addition to the acknowledgement she has been getting as a performer from the singing competitions and musical festivals where she has been participating so far. On the other hand, the lyrics have been being written in Italian and English by a group of Italian songwriters, some of them with wide experience in Italian musical scene, being in this case the third original song performed by Martina as a musical artist. Talking about the context behind the lyrics, it refers to the flight undertaken by Martina, both physical and metaphorical, representing her dreams, her creative energy, and the ability to overcome obstacles without losing her sense of reality and responsibility. Reading the lyrics with more detail, previously translated initially, we can get to know more details about the emotions and feelings produced by that flight, and that continuously fluctuating as danger or freedom or lightness and responsibility, thus keeping a constant balance as it is expressed somehow in the chorus. Another important detail mentioned during the process is that despite dreams can be transformed, she is committed to keep her true essence, reflecting with it a sense of consciousness and maturity from her in that process of personal self-affirmation. While the message transmitted with the track refers to the fight for our dreams, I consider that it's making it from a different perspective. While we have the freedom to express ourselves and work for our goals and hopes in life, we also have the responsibility to preserve our principles and values and stay true to ourselves, thus achieving that desired balance in that process of chasing our dreams. Having seen more about this interesting proposal, let's check out how it is reflected in its content through the official music video. For this, I'm going to put on my earbuds to watch and listen with attention to this proposal presented by Martina. With this being said, playing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there is a simple setting. There is a dog. Actually, this setting reminds of the series of performances Scholars. If you don't know it, check it out on YouTube. They have amazing performances with a lot of emerging artists, some other with established ones, where you can find very interesting music there. The chorus is very catchy, I have to say. The dynamic is quite simple, just performing the guitar in the different parts of the setting. I enjoy and I love this. Sometimes the dogs appear. It gets a tender touch to the performance, I have to say as well. The strings here sounds really well and fit good with the song. It was just flawless, fantastic. I love this. I love the fact that they use a minimalistic setting for this song. It is quite fresh and is very enjoyable. And she didn't need too much. Just herself with the guitar, the amplifier, the hanging microphone on the stool, and a carpet to give a sort of color as well, to give the focus specifically on her performance. I can't help but enjoy this song either with the studio track or with the music video instead, so for me it is just fantastic. Taking into account from what was presented with the music video, it was not clear if it will follow the same intimate trend or if it will have a different perspective without losing the balanced essence transmitted with the track. For the staging in Belize, there are different shots of Martina both standing and sitting on a crescent moon, as it could be seen during the first rehearsals. Martina wears a more elegant country outfit, keeping her white hat. Where it comes to attention, that the guitar used by her for the performance has a special design, with sparkling textures both with the body and the mast, and with her stage name handwritten in both places. On the other hand, the lighting is simple, while the visual graphics are varied, from a star night sky going through western landscapes to marquees with her stage name and the song's title, written in typical western fonts. Watching her live performance at the Junior Contest, it begins with Martina sitting at the crescent moon symphony before at the center of the stage while she performs the first verse under the starry night sky in the visual graphics. Some figures start to draw in the starry sky like these were constellations, like her guitar, her hat, and many musical notes. Just before the first chorus, she stands up and starts to move by the center of the stage while the visual graphics change, featuring wild horses running by the field. For the second verse, the dynamic is focused on spinning shots around Martina, as well as close-ups of her, noticing in some moment that the crescent moon is now gone, and the visual graphics are now showing a typical landscape of a rocky desert and sunset. Thereafter, with the second chorus, the white horses are seen running again, although now with a different background, like they were doing it on a field of flames, keeping the same dynamic from before. By the bridge of the sun, the whole stage darkens, only seeing her. Then for the final chorus, the marquees with her stage name and the song's title appear in the visual graphics for moments. Noticing also a vinyl record spinning on the left string of the stage floor, and shortly after it transitions to sparkling lights with flying butterflies. To finally close the performance, sitting once again on the crescent moon that has reappeared again at the center of the stage. Personally, I think that she made an amazing performance, and I consider that the staging has been very well balanced, keeping the simplicity and freshness of the proposal without overloading it too much. About Martina's vocal performance, she has been magnificent, and despite she had a small slip up in the last chorus, she handled it so naturally that it almost went unnoticed, which I found very surprising and professional on her part. There were high expectations at the moment of knowing about the results. In one hand, she would receive a handful of points from the jury that would place her 11th initially, and in the other hand, after knowing the score received from the public, she was third for the televote, which would allow her to climb 2 more positions in the table to finally settle into the 9th place of the final ranking. Summarizing all what I have commented so far, the San Marino's entry for last year was just fantastic. I think that it is a fresh, original, different, and above everything a very authentic proposal. It is like the track was made to measure to her, allowing her to show all her expressiveness and talent with her voice and guitar. And the truth is that it has surprised me in a very good way, especially from a country like San Marino. Obviously, this song went on straight to my playlist, and it was one of my big favorites for the edition. I had the feeling at the host that she could get a great result during the Junior Contest, and it has been. In fact, the final result is very outstanding for 2 good reasons. San Marino achieves its best result at the Junior Contest, feat that has not been achieved yet in the Senior edition, becoming the most successful entry of the microstage in any Eurovision event. And in the same way, it is the entry that has received the most points in any Eurovision event, mostly thanks to the public. It is the proof that the broadcaster has done an exceptional work this time by preparing an entry that has managed to conquer the audience. I guess that Martina will move forward with her musical career as a child artist while she continues with her school and musical studies. And surely she will be releasing more singles throughout this year, both covers and original songs. So I think she will not take too long to release her debut studio album. All this while she is still preparing, as she has stated herself that she has the goal to participate in an edition of the Reno Festival di Sanremo. Who knows if we see her in the future showcasing her art in the most important Italian musical festival, possibly representing her native Italy in the Senior edition. This has been the San Marino's proposal of last year for the Junior Contest. Which are your thoughts? Has it been one of your favorites or did it not get your attention instead? In any case, let me know in the comments down below because I'm sure that the discussion will be interesting. And this is it for today's episode. If this video has been of your taste, then take a few seconds to give a like until I can receive your support and make this content keep reaching among more people. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, enable notifications by the bell, and you can also find me through my social media as well. Take care and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.